It's the apocalypse. Civilization has crumbled. You've made your way around zombie-infested areas only to find yourself a bag of radishes. Ooh, jackpot or punishment? So what are you going to do about it, eh? Well, first, I'm going to eat a couple raw because I actually quite like radishes. Give those radishes a bath first. Mmm. Crunchy, spicy, slightly bitter. Just like my outlook on humanity after everything's gone to hell. Delicious. Oh! First time, baby! I wonder what eating all of those would do to my butt. Food for thought, not for the stomach. So if you've got access to a fire, you can actually roast those radishes. I've never done that, and roasted radishes actually sounds kind of disgusting. But I'm gonna give it a go because it's always good to try new things. Grab some and cut the ends. Look how much of this I've used. This olive oil is no longer a virgin. What a stupid gag. It's important to make yourself laugh in the apocalypse. A sense of humor is food for the soul. Believe me, baby. Get a pan. Slather those naughty girls in oil. Right, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. Little bit of pepper. And I'm gonna actually add a little bit of paprika. I'm not too sure if that's done in the radish community, but I'm gonna do it. By the way, give this video a like and this channel a subscribe. Yeah, shake it up, baby. Right, the oven's on, 180 degrees Celsius, and that's 356 Fahrenheit for the Americans. Okay, so those radishes are in the oven, and I'm going to keep them in there for about 20 minutes until they're like sort of nice and crispy. Right, turn them over, add a bit more kick. So I'm looking forward to them, but in the apocalypse, those will last, what, 24 hours? You either eat them tonight or tomorrow. And what we're looking for is how do you preserve them? So there's two options, you either freeze them or you pickle them. And that's what I'm going to show you now. You grab a bunch, you slice the ends, you boil them, you drain and slide them in an ice bath. Ooh, Wim Hof would be so proud. Individually freeze them, don't know why. And then you bag them and then back in the freezer to thaw for later consumption. Meanwhile, the roasted radishes are cooked. Drain the oil and serve. Let's see. It's alright, yeah. It's not bad. It would be nice with like some cheese and a glass of red wine, but I do not have these things. Could do with a little bit more kick. I could do with a little bit more spice on that bad boy. Let's try this this olive oil with some chili on it. In the shape of Italy's boot. Oh, yum. Oh, naughty. All right, let's try it. It's nice. It's not bad. It's not a bad snack. Like if friends came over and I just served them this, they'd probably be annoyed. But if that was amongst other things to peruse through, not bad. You know what? Let me try something. So I've got myself a little lettuce leaf. I actually chopped up some of these beautiful little tasty radishes, and I'm gonna add some of this that was in my fridge. Some peanut extra hot sauce. Peanut Rayu. Is Rayu the brand or the type of sauce it is? No idea. But it's, check this out. Look at that, look how spicy it is. Oh! Oh my goodness, it's naughty. Yeah. Can you see this? Is the camera pointing to it? Who knows, who cares? Oh, look at that. That looks good. That looks good, but is it good? Let's see. Let's fold it up to a sort of sandwich. That was nice. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to pickle the radishes. Right, like I said, if the power's out, you can't freeze them and you can't roast them in the oven. But what you can do is pickle them. Now, there are different ways of doing it, and I'm going to do it with whatever I've got left in my house. So you can use white vinegar or apple cider vinegar. And that's what I've got some here. And it says with the mother. I've never understood what that is. It sounds so ominous. The mother. And apparently you can do a shot of the mother and it's good for you. I don't know. I've done it a couple of times and every single time I've regretted it, but I'm still alive, so let's go for it. The mother contains good bacteria that helps with digestive health. Just thought I'd let you know. Oh, God. Oh, it's so good. I got this cup from Svalbard, which is an island in the Arctic Circle. It belongs to Norway. And I went there to do a gig. I did a stand-up comedy gig in Svalbard to like 50 nerds, because they're all nerds. They're there to like study science or whatever. And it was amazing. I had an amazing time. I saw a polar bear in the wild. I ate whale accidentally. I thought it was reindeer. I was like, this reindeer is really good. And they were like, it's not reindeer, this is whale. That's a good Norwegian accent. I went to Pyramiden. That was awesome. It's an abandoned town. It was a coal mine that belonged to Russia. And now it's empty. There's just one guy there that looks like Rasputin and he's got a gun in case polar bears want to attack him. And it was amazing. It was one of the best experiences I've had to do a gig there. So surreal. I would love to go back. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Okay, so the way you want to do it is white vinegar or apple cider vinegar. That's what I'm going to use. You want half a cup of sugar. Well, it depends how much you're going to use. Now, all I've got is sachets that I took from my local coffee shop. Why buy sugar when you could just, take a handful of sugar? Is that stealing? No, you know what? Sometimes I buy coffee from there, so I am technically a customer, okay? So I've only got a few sachets. What else? What else do you need? Just different kinds of spices, right? I'm going to add a little bit of garlic in there, maybe a garlic clove. Ooh, delicious. Okay, let's do it. A slice of the radishes and then a cup of water, half a cup of mummy, sugar, salt, pepper, bay leaves, paprika, boil and pour. There's garlic cloves in there. If you can pour liquid into a jar properly, then good for you. We're not all gifted, yeah? And then shove some bay leaves in there. I'm going to let these cool down and then stick them in the fridge. And I think they'll be ready in about 2 days to eat. And they should last a while. I don't know how long exactly, but that's good. So yeah, different ways of doing radish. I've actually got still got loads left. So I think I'm going to roast those because I liked it. I was surprised. I thought I wouldn't like it, but roasted radish is nice with a bit of rice. Ooh, my days! Yes, please. I also made a radish soup, and I do not recommend. Okay, let's see what it tastes like. Pretty good. Pretty good. So I made some rice, walnuts, coriander. What's coriander in the US? Cilantro? I think it's cilantro. Spring onions, bit of pepper. And I didn't reheat them or anything. I just left them cold like that. And this is pretty good. How long could you keep this in the fridge? And do you have to keep it in the fridge? Can you store pickled jars outside of the cold environment? If properly canned and sealed, pickled items can be safely kept at room temperature unopened. Homemade pickled radishes last up to 6 months in a refrigerator, but are best enjoyed within 3 months. If you like my videos, subscribe, because more nonsense is to come. Surfing the waves of chaos is pretty challenging, pretty fun, but who knows what tomorrow will bring. So yeah, subscribe, like, thank you for being here. What else? I'm running the Edinburgh Marathon in May 2025 for a charity called Food Cycle. They rescue surplus food and then make them into dinners and feed the hungry and lonely people, which I think is a really lovely charity. It brings the community together and stuff. So I'm doing that. So if you fancy donating, the link is in the description below. And then what else? In April, my lease ends. and I have no idea where I'm going to be, but I can't afford this apartment in London. Not when I'm stubborn and I don't want to get a real job, because I don't. I don't want to pay my time, because that's what essentially you do. You're paying your time to work a job that you might dislike and earn barely enough to pay rent and survive. That's not my vibe. I'm not down with that. I don't want to earn money and then pay someone else's mortgage. No, I'm the universe. Why am I paying to be inside of myself? That's ridiculous. I mean, that is nonsense. I mean, what I said is kind of nonsense, but not really. I am the universe, so are you, and we have to pay to be inside of ourselves. No, I'm not doing that. So I will likely end up living out of a bag again. However, for the past few years when I lived out of a bag, it wasn't by choice. And this time, I think I'm going to live a more minimalistic life. I'm going to give everything away, except for some key things that I want to keep. And then see what happens. I might be dead within a year. That's if I'm kind. Maybe within a month. Or I could surf the waves of chaos with success and travel the world. Oh, around the world in 80 pounds. Because that's pretty much how much I've got left in my bank account. Around the world in 80 pounds. I like that. So I might be doing that. Who knows? Who knows? If Tarantino calls me now, hello, Tarantino, I'm in. I might want to do this film instead of living out of a bag nomadically. But who knows? Thank you for watching. Have a good life. See you next time.